Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my new video. So, in this video, I would be talking about what are the skills apart from technical skills, apart from your aptitude skills, apart from your intelligence. So, what are the other skills that will help you in this job market, in this job market, and the coming job market? So, I will be providing those skills in this video. So stay tuned till the very end of the video so that you get the complete information. So in today's time, like if you talk about what skills can keep the freshers or new grads ahead. Okay, so what are the skills that keep the new grads or the freshers who have recently come out of the college? So what skills can keep them ahead? So the first thing that they need to master is confidence. So, you know, you might have technical skills, you might have great CGPA, like 9 CGPA or 9 plus CGPA. You might have good marks in your college, you might be very well in academics, okay? But you might falter while maintaining the confidence. You might falter while posting your confidence in the front of the interviewer or in the front of a group, in the front of larger people. You might fail to show the confidence. So the first important thing is, if you don't have confidence, if you cannot speak with confidence, then the person who is interviewing you, or if there are other persons who are watching you, so they might feel that you are underconfident. Okay, so without confidence, even if you have other skills, so that skills will fade. Without confidence, there is nothing that you can do. So you need to be confident but not overconfident. So whatever you know, you just, you need to be confident in yourself. If you are not confident from within, you cannot, go very far. So the first skill that I wanted to list is confidence. The second skill that is very very much important is communication. So the way you present yourself, the way you tell about yourself, the way you tell, who you are when when an interviewer asks you, or when a hiring manager asks you. So the way you communicate tells a lot about your personality. So you have to be communicating in such a way that the other person understands what you are trying to say. You should not communicate in a way that feels disturbing or that feels unconfident. Communicate in a way that the other person understands. So I would recommend, try practicing communication. Speak to your friends, speak to different kinds of people in your college, or make different friends from different branches across your university. Okay, communicate with people, communicate with people in different areas. Okay, as much as you communicate, as much as you practice communication, or even if you practice communication, even if you practice self communication, like within in the front of the camera or something, you will be developing, you know great communication skills. At least 15 minutes a day if you are giving to yourself communicating, then you would surely inculcate the communication skills. So it's very important that you at least speak to as many people as you can. Number 3 would be emotional quotient. So while you have the uh, intelligence quotient, that is IQ, you might be having good marks, you might solve the problems, but how well is your EQ? What is your EQ score? EQ stands for emotional quotient. How well you understand your team members, how well you understand your own family members. Okay, how well would you respond when you are given a task? Will you panic, or will you attack, or will you relax and calm and then provide a solution? So what is your approach whenever a problem comes? So what is your approach? How will you handle the problems? So this all comes under the emotional quotient. Whether you're angry, do you stress out at people? Do you shout at people? Okay. So these are things are judged under the emotional quotient. So if you maintain a good to great emotional quotient, you will be excelling at interviews, you will be excelling at the work that you are assigned to, you will be excelling within your team. There will be no conflicts within your team. So emotional quotient is very much important. The way you handle yourself, even in the times of confusion, even in the times of difficulties, even in the times of self distrust, when you're not trusting yourself, even at those moments, how well you balance yourself. So these all comes under the emotional quotient, EQ. The fourth skill that I wanted to tell you is collaboration. So, are you a person who collaborates? Are you a person who mixes well with people? Are you someone who takes advices? Are you someone who takes feedbacks? Are you someone who can help the other person when they ask you for help? Okay. Are you someone who takes the accountability? Okay. If there is any mistake, or help the other person whenever he is struggling, if he is your teammate or something. So these all comes under collaboration. How well you collaborate with people without feeling inferior or superior. So without having these two extreme feelings, how well grounded you are. You know, these all things are seen when you work in a team or when you work under a project. So you should not be having that status quo that you are superior to someone, or you know things well compared to other people in your group or in your team or in your organization. So collaboration skills are very important, and when you take an initiative to collaborate towards something, this is seen very first compared to IQ, compared to other skills. Okay, this is very very important. I think the fifth skill is listening. Do you listen to people? Do you take people's advice? If there is something, if there is some advice that is given that is against you, do you listen it patiently and do you ponder on it? Do you listen carefully or do you interrupt people while they are giving advice? Okay. How do you take negative feedback? So these all things comes under listening. So if your listening skills are great, if you do not interrupt people, and if you let them speak, then what this shows is, this shows that you respect the speaker. This shows that you are not in a rush or in a hurry to speak whatever is there in your mind. So listening is a very great art. So if you can listen to people, then you can well respond to the people. So try inculcating the habit of listening and then respond calmly. So these are the skills that I wanted to demonstrate to you, the skills which are very much important when compared to the technical skills. So you can develop technical skills, you can be trained on any skill, which is required for work, but the skills which helps you the most, you ignore those skills. So these are the skills which people ignore, which includes confidence, communication, EQ, collaboration, and listening. It is easy to dethrone people. It is easy to judge people based on your experience levels. It's easy to pass on the comments, but it is very difficult to stand patient. It is very difficult to project confidence, even in the moments of sorrow. It's difficult to collaborate when you yourself is falling apart. It's very you know it takes great amount of patience to listen to someone, you know to help them in their problems. So these skills are very much important. So the freshers or the new graduates, if you need to have these skills, and these skills will definitely help you in the long run. So we will meet you in the next video in another new topic.